One of the most underrated aspects of Mass Effect 3 was its multiplayer. With all the alien space sex and fantastic characters, it was easy to miss. Those of us who did give it a try were treated to a surprisingly robust experience with dozens of characters, classes, and weapons, all of which could be customized. BioWare has confirmed that multiplayer will return in Andromeda, but we don't know much about it. For updates on Mass Effect Andromeda's multiplayer, make sure to subscribe, but in the meantime, here are 5 things we'd like to see in Andromeda's multiplayer. Number 1. Crush Skulls as a Krogan. The Mass Effect trilogy was always centered around Commander Shepard, putting the other races of the galaxy on the business end of a Carnifex pistol.
Pull that trigger and you're breathing through a new hole in your head.
Until Mass Effect 3, players never had the chance to return the favor. As likable as Shepard was, we were kinda stuck with him or her. That is until Mass Effect 3 introduced multiplayer. For the first time in the series' history, we could play as a Krogan, Asari, Geth, Turian, and many other races from the Mass Effect universe. We know that in Mass Effect Andromeda's story, you will play as either a male or female human, but they haven't said anything about the multiplayer. Here's hoping that once again, we will have a wide variety of races, maybe even throw in some of the new races like the Angara. Number 2, more awesome classes. This one kind of goes hand in hand with our first point. Mass Effect 3's multiplayer not only lets you play as different races, but it also lets you try out classes like a Batarian Bounty Hunter, a Geth Juggernaut, or a Drell Assassin. In Mass Effect 1 and 2, if you wanted to see all the abilities of each class, you had to play through the game multiple times. In 3, when you unlocked a new character, they came with a predetermined class. What was even cooler was that classes varied from race to race, and some even had brand new abilities that not even Shepard could use. For example, a Vanguard Asari had a different skill set from a Vanguard human. The variety was almost overwhelming. Mass Effect Andromeda's single player will allow for more flexibility when it comes to different classes. So hopefully we see a variety of diverse movesets in multiplayer. Number 3, where else can you find a Volus in a box? One of the reasons I kept coming back to Mass Effect 3's multiplayer, other than for the galactic readiness BS, was the loot. There was a ton to unlock and most of it felt worthwhile. Well, we want more of it, and we want it to be meaningful loot. I'm talking guns, powers, armor sets, clothing, ship upgrades, arc upgrades, and so on. And while we're at it, let us bring all that loot to our single player story. Give me more of an incentive to play the multiplayer rather than just boosting a meter. Number 4, meet your soldiers. This one might be a bit of a stretch, but it would be great to actually see multiplayer characters in our single player stories. In Mass Effect 3, you could import your multiplayer characters to the single player campaign where they kinda just disappeared. Spending hours on a character just for him or her to vanish was kind of a letdown. It would be great if these characters could also be seen in the single player. I doubt they'd be able to join your party, but it would be cool to see them aboard the Tempest, even if only for brief moments. Number 5, co-op integrated with the story. Before you hit that dislike button, let me explain myself. We don't want a co-op campaign or hub areas like in Destiny. Instead, I want to be able to jump into a multiplayer game from the Galaxy map. It's already been confirmed that you can join multiplayer games from the pause menu, but I'm hoping for a bit more of a seamless transition. If you don't want to play with others, fine, I don't blame you, but it would be great if multiplayer missions would pop up on your Galaxy map from time to time, and if you want, you could join in. Hopefully all these missions wouldn't be wave defense missions either. Mini raids like strikes from Destiny could be a lot of fun in a Mass Effect game. Mass Effect Andromeda comes out March 21st on PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Let us know what you'd like to see in Mass Effect Andromeda's multiplayer, and if you're as excited as I am for Andromeda, check out our trailer breakdown we did for the recent story trailer. And for more videos like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button.